Well, hello everybody. It's morning. I'm just taking a little bit of a break right now from work stuff to just have a small little devotion about faith. And I am actually reading, if I can grab it here, the Crazy Faith book by Michael Todd. I'm also doing it in the devotion that I have as well to the workbook, and so I will show you that. I'm in the workbook right now for Michael Todd's Crazy Faith. So, but what I wanted to say about this one is I'm in lesson one. I have to meet with I have a meeting tomorrow about some of this stuff, but with another person. And but anyway, as we're talking about this, but one of the questions in here is in chapter one, connecting and really explaining what faith is, and that's one of the questions it asks. If you had to describe faith to someone who had never heard the term, what would you say, and how would you explain it? For me, my faith is very important to me. It governs about everything that I do. I try not to be really crazy. I mean, you can be radical and all that other stuff what people do, but I try to be really gentle in nature when I'm really talking to somebody about faith, because everybody is in a very different place. And I don't care what people are doing about. I just don't. A lot of things I don't care about how people go crazy with faith, religious stuff. I'm not religious, so let me put that one out there right now. I'm not religious. Right at this particular moment, I am allowing God to really speak and pour into my life about who He is and what He is doing in my life. And I need to keep my eyes open to a lot of things that He does. Gosh, I got this piece of hair that's stupid. Anyway, for me to describing faith and how I would have to say it for myself is faith is having the strong belief about God, who He is and what He can do. And this strong belief, it cannot be swayed. Your faith has to make sense, and you better be able to explain it to somebody else when you have it. If it is crazy and you have these outlandish crazy philosophies and all of it, if a person walks away from you going, oh my gosh, I should have never talked to that person, or you leave them feeling more confused than when they got to you, no, that's not even a faith I would want. And you are accountable for what you teach and what you say to somebody. Even when people go, well, I'm not accountable for that. Yes, you are. Every person that comes into your life will walk away with two things, and that's it. One, they're going to be either happy and really grateful that they met you. They may not say it, but they're going to be like, I'm glad in their heart, they know that you were somebody that they're glad that they ran into that day, or that was a good spot in their day. Something that would make them think better, that down the road, they're going to probably think about you. The second thing is, if you encounter somebody and they walk away from you going, oh my gosh, that person, they make me sick. I can't stand them person. Or they're going to talk bad about you. Granted, later on down the road, they're going to talk about you too, and it's going to be in a very negative way. But for me, long after I'm not in this world anymore, I always want somebody to have the best about me, saying, I'm really glad that I knew who Tanya was. I'm really glad that when I needed somebody to pray for me, she was one to do it. Or every time I talked to her, she always made me smile. She made me laugh, or anything like that. That's what I think about my faith in God. I have that strong belief in Him, to knowing how He has changed my life, and how my life really doesn't amount to much without Him. He gives me patience in some things. I'm still working on that whole patience thing. It's the one thing I don't pray for. He enables me to see people through his eyes. Sometimes it's not always good, and I don't always like to see people the way he see them, because it challenges me to love people that are unlovable, to like people that are unlikable. And I remember sometimes I am unlovable and I'm unlikable too. And he allows me to show compassion to people that I really don't want to, or to be merciful to people that I don't want to. But that's all in God's character and who he is. But that's why my faith in him and trust in him is as strong as it needs to be. I don't have a lot of faith in the people in this world. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't have a lot of trust for people in this world. I'm going to tell you that right now. People will disappoint you, people will hurt you, but God doesn't do that. He gives you a very resilient heart to really give people the benefit of the doubt when sometimes you do want to write them off. I'm going to tell, I don't know how God does it, but if you're watching this, you know the type of person you are. You don't have to say it to nobody. You can keep that to yourself all you want, and nobody will ever know. You can have this fake facade on the outside. Nice. Good luck with that. But people who have eyes to see you will see who you really are. And God sees who you really are. So, as Michael Todd always says, he says, God does not bless who you pretend to be. And I don't want to be fake. I want my faith in him to be one that somebody else, when they walk away from me, will say, that's the kind of faith that I want. I want whatever she got, that's what I want. Because I know that my faith and trust in God keeps me strong. It keeps me persistent and pursuing, and it keeps me motivated in the things that I really want to give up on. But God gives me that strength every single day. And without it, I will be not able to get up and move and do what I need to do. And I don't want to succumb under the pressures of everyday living because I don't have faith. If you don't have faith, you have to have faith in something. Something that is going to enable you to be a better person the next day. And if you don't have it, you better find somebody that's going to show you how you can grow in your faith. And it's not that you can't, because everybody can. But God has to give you the faith to believe in who he is. It has to be, I think, for some people in the world that don't have a lot of faith or don't believe that God exists, that takes a lot to believe that something doesn't exist. When sometimes our eyes really do tell us that there is something else besides what we think. And I don't want my eyes to lie to me. I don't want my ears to lie to me about what I hear or what my heart sees in this world. And that's a whole different subject about what my heart sees, but I'll go into that a little time later maybe. But for right now, the strong belief that I have in God and faith is that trust that you know, and sometimes trust is really hard to believe in something you can't see. You seem crazy, but that's the reason why he wrote this book, Crazy Faith, because it's only crazy until it happens. And what's crazy in this season, it'll be a reality in the next. And that's okay. I can be considered crazy my entire life about the things that I say, what I do. But you know what? I'm always be crazy for God. And that's just the way that's going to be. And love people in the process. I don't have time or energy to spend it on silly things in this world. So I'm just going to spend it doing what I love to do the most. And that's just letting Jesus love on me and scraping off all that crap that's going on with me and making me a fresh and a new person. Y'all have a good day.